Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna show you how to try and replace the ABS pump or ABS actuator for an '05 Nissan Altima SER. There's different ways to do it on YouTube, but it mostly for the Maxima, but I guess it might be the same for the Altima. Other videos I've seen is you have to take off the plenum, which would be this right here. There's, I guess, an easier way to take the cowl along with the wiper motor. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that so I can show you without having to take off the intake manifold. All right, well, bear with me. This is gonna be the first time I'll be doing this. Wipers are off. Now, next thing to do will be to remove this plastic piece, the cowl, and it's held on by these clip-type clips. Actually, they're clips right here and here. I don't know if you can see that properly, but there's another clip around here. We need to get those off. Also get this line loosened up because it's held on the cowl. Next, well, to get them off, we'll be prying them off with a flathead screwdriver. Now, with a plastic cowl out of the way, you have this, which the next step would be to remove about 10 bolts, like here, this one, these along the other side, of course get the wiper motor off, just, I believe these are 10 millimeters here. And there's another one down there. I don't know if you can see it. The next step would be to removing the wiper motor, disconnecting it, and in the same time removing these bolts along the way. There are about 10 of them. To remove this whole piece. We'll be right back. After removing all the bolts, about 10 or so, this piece should be loose already. I'm gonna try and see if I can get it off on camera for you guys so you can see more or less. As you can see, it's been removed. You have a little bit more space. Down there is the ABS pump or ABS actuator. To have that removed, actually it's, I don't know if you can see that right, that nut in the center, and then there's another one behind it close to the firewall. It's a tight squeeze actually, so you might have to take off this vacuum hose right here, disconnect some sensors to gain a little bit more access. This sensor right here, probably this one right here, to gain more access. Also, if you're gonna do the clutch master cylinder, you it would be recommended to go ahead and take the wiper motor off. And there's I don't know if you can see it, that nut right there, and there's another one that I took off down there, right there in this where it looks kind of new. We'll get this plate off and you'll gain access to the clutch master cylinder on the bottom. But again, I am also going to be doing the clutch master cylinder on this car, so I will be removing the wiper motor and this plate right here. You can just bear with me, I will be right back. Okay guys, the final bolts have been removed along with the wiper motor. You get this plate off as so. And there's the clutch master cylinder. So you can go ahead and replace it if you need to. You just take that plate off and you'll gain access to this line, that line right there with a clamp, and the steel line. It's almost getting dark. We'll continue this tomorrow, which will be the main job, the ABS actuator. It's actually held on by 3 bolts, the cradle. I don't know if you can see them, but there's one on the side. There's one on the side. There's one on the side, and there's one on the fender weld, and then there's one underneath that gee, let's see if I can get the foam right there where you see that round pump thing. Underneath that there's another bolt, so it's three bolts held on the bracket. I guess we need to get all of them off so we can get to the last nut that's on near the firewall, because there's no way to even fit a wrench on there. All right, well, I guess we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Okay guys, we got the ABS pump out, as you can see. This grommet right here still held on by the bolt, and it's really hard to get to since it's really close to the firewall. What you can do is pry off the one that's on this side here, that goes here, loosen it up and pry it out, get the nut out and release it so you can have enough space to move it around and release it from that grommet right there, without having to take off the bracket. It's a tight squeeze, so you would have to get this nut out that holds the harness, and the AC line here holder, this bracket here, these grounds, along with this one here, to get you enough wiggle room to move the harness. You can get it out through this tight space, but you will need to remove this clamp holder. You need to remove it to get you enough clearance to get out the ABS pump. Installation is reverse as removal. That's how you replace an ABS pump actuator in an 05 Nissan Altima SER with a V6 engine. Next step would be doing the clutch master cylinder, but in the meantime I'm gonna go ahead and put the new ABS pump back. Thank you for watching. Okay guys, to do the clutch master cylinder, I'm sorry. Actually, you see, I already did the job, but you see that, well, shiny new stud, that's where the first nut goes, which is a 12mm. Then let me see if I can find it. There's a pin, a cotter pin. Oh, there it is. The cotter pin, the yellow cotter pin. You pull that out to yank the clutch master cylinder, and then on the other side, you see that brand new stud as well. That's the other side for the clutch master cylinder. You remove those along with that clip and pin, and you should release the master cylinder from the outside and reverse as removal. All right, well, sorry I couldn't get it done on camera, but it was a really hard job since there's very little space. Thank you for watching.